YouTube. This is Denise. Welcome to the Weight Loss Diaries, Friday edition on Saturday. I know, I'm sorry. I forgot. I completely forgot to post. I've been just knee-deep in trying to change a lot of habits, and I'm finding that I'm on the computer less, actively on the computer less. I kind of sit on there in an open page, but I'm not really there. I'm trying to keep up with my housework, go to bed earlier, take my showers at night, all the things that I talked about last weekend. And I joined the gym, so I'm trying to establish a new habit with the gym. We're going to talk about habits today. And it's perfect timing, this topic of the week, because that's what all I'm about right now. I don't get on the scale, I don't weigh myself, I'm not doing any kind of program, I'm not even actively like trying to lose weight necessarily. I'm trying to break bad habits and form good ones. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do right now. And it's frustrating because there is no weight loss. It's slow. It's a very slow progress to change your habits. And I notice I'm learning so much about myself. I notice I'm learning all about what triggers my overeating through doing this. I'm learning about some food allergies that I have that is very interesting. So overall, I'm getting healthier. Not necessarily losing weight, but getting to the point where I know what's good for my body, what's not, what I need more of, what I need less of. How do I do that? How do I break a habit? Well, for me, it's one at a time. Literally one thing at a time. I will get overwhelmed if I try to revamp my entire everything, my whole life, all at one time. I just can't do it. It's too daunting. It's too much. So I break it down into little tiny goals. A little bigger than like I could tell myself, okay, well, let's just delete butter from your diet. Let's just not have butter anymore. And I could tell myself to do that, but that's almost too small. I like to beef it up a little bit and make it about meals. You know, like, for example, I've been working on breakfast for forever now, and breakfast is going really, really good. I'm doing, oh my gosh, this last week was just so much better than any other week I've had, because I had consistent week, the whole week. Didn't go out down to Shots and get pastry, and I love pastry. Didn't give in, didn't want to, because I'm feeling better. I'm starting to feel like when I have my oatmeal or my brown rice cereal in the morning, oh my gosh, that's awesome. I feel rejuvenated. I want that feeling every morning. So I noticed that I'm not wanting to go and have the other stuff because I don't feel as good. I don't feel well afterwards. So I did go down and get the brown rice cereal. It's an organic, all-natural brown rice cereal that's wheat-free. I don't know that it's gluten-free, but it's wheat-free. Now, I'm either allergic to dairy or I'm allergic to wheat, because I'm narrowing it down now, and it's one of those two things. So I'm playing around with the wheat germ. Oh, and the bee pollen also, I stopped using that, and I think that was causing some allergy problems as well. But I'm not sure, because once I determine if it's wheat or milk and delete that, then I can add the bee pollen back in and see what's going on with that, because that is such a nutritious element that I want to include in my food, in my diet. So hopefully I can again, but like I said, it's one thing at a time. So that's what I do, is I just break it down and I do only one thing. And I'm kind of doing, like, I'm still working on breakfast because it's not solid. This week was so great, but I want it to continue next week and the week after, and so I'm still focused on that. It's ridiculous that I have to look at just like one little tiny aspect of my life at a time, but it's working. I'm not gonna rock the boat. But eventually I want to move into this next week, more focus on the gym. Last week I only got there 2 days. That is not good enough. I want to work up to 5 days a week right after work, going just like it's an extension of my work. I just go right to the gym, get off the bus, there's the gym, get back on the bus after and come home, and then to the end of my day. I think I'll be more consistent if I have that pattern going, and that's what I'm going to try to establish. So right now it's kind of like my mom calls, oh, do you want to go shop? And there's a new dollar store in town. Do you want to go shopping at the new dollar store, and then I'll take you to dinner? And I never get to see my mom very much, so I'm like, okay, Mom, let's do that. And I love her to death, don't get me wrong, and that's why I'm here. You know, she's sick and I want to be with her a lot, but I need to say, how about in an hour? Go do my workout, have her pick me up at the gym, and then we could go, you know, do what we're gonna do. So I need to, like, I didn't think of that until after I'd already made plans with her, and then I was thinking about it while I was with her, and I was like, an hour shaved off of this wouldn't have been a bad deal. And so, you know, working through that process and realizing that I have to put some other things off in order to fit it in, is okay. As long as I'm not skipping life for the gym, I don't want to do that. I don't think that's right either. But it is important enough to me that I want to be as consistent as possible. So that's my goal for next week, and goes along with the whole habit breaking thing. Trying to break bad habits, which is laziness and not doing any kind of exercise at all, and incorporate exercise. One day, sometimes one moment, not kidding, at a time. So I'm getting there. I'm so sorry this is late. Please check out Dee. Oh, it's Saturday. Check out whoever Saturday is on this channel and the other one. So sorry. Next week I'll be better. It's hard for me. I'm trying to get to bed earlier. I'm trying to do all these things, and it's taking all my energy. It takes a lot of energy to do that. That's why I dumped my personal account and just kind of went with our family account on YouTube, because I just don't have the time to do 2 channels. I barely have the time to do this one. I'm just hanging in there with this. So and I hope there's an audience for what I'm doing, because there's really no significant weight loss that I notice. I notice I feel better, and I notice that my clothes are fitting better. Like this shirt, I don't know if you can see this shirt, but this is something that is a 1X, I think, and I wasn't able to get into 1Xs. I was in a 2X more comfortably. So I feel like I'm kind of thinning out a little. I don't know about thinning out, but because the weight's not changing on the scale, but I feel better and tighter and smaller, and I don't know why. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe allergies. Maybe I'm not as puffy. That's probably it. I'm probably not as puffy, honestly. Because man, I don't know if it's wheat or dairy, but I just got all this full-blown allergy stuff going on. My ears started itching. My skin was itching because I had for dinner, because I'm not working on dinner or lunch really yet, and we have a lot of convenience food in the house, I had a corn dog, which is full of preservatives. My skin started getting raised bumps on it and started itching, and that's the only thing that I could figure that it was, because everything else I pretty much always eat. That's new in the house. Oh, I think there's something to that, preservatives and all that crap. So, anyway, I better cut this off or it's gonna go over the time. Okay, I'll see y'all next week. Bye.